Welcome to English Couch. Today we are talking about something many people find difficult, speaking to your boss in English. How do you ask a question politely? How do you say you disagree? How do you ask for a day off? We will look at all of this together. I am Priya, and joining me is my friend Maya.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maya, and I'm so glad this topic is today's episode because honestly, talking to my boss in English makes me so nervous.
I know that feeling, Maya. Tell me, what is the hardest part for you?
Well, the biggest problem is I just don't know how to start. Like, if I need to ask my boss a question, I stand there thinking, should I say this? Is it rude? And sometimes I just stay quiet. I don't ask at all.
Oh, that is so common. I did exactly the same thing when I first started working.
Really? You seem so confident now.
Thank you, but I wasn't always like this. The thing is, Maya, you don't need to be perfect. You just need a few good phrases. The right words make you sound polite and confident, even if you feel nervous inside.
That sounds so good. I really want that.
And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to teach you some phrases I use all the time. We'll go step by step, asking questions, disagreeing politely, asking for leave, and giving project updates. Does that sound good? Yes, I'm ready. Let's start. Okay, so asking your boss a question. A lot of people say things like, "Can I ask you something?" Or, "I don't know if this is right, but..." These phrases make you sound unsure. Instead, try this one. Could I get your thoughts on?
Could I get your thoughts on?
That sounds very natural. What does it mean exactly? It means, I want to know what you think. You're asking for your boss's opinion or advice. It sounds confident and respectful at the same time. Let me say it again slowly. Could I get your thoughts on?
Could I get your thoughts on? Okay, I like that one.
Good. Now the next one. I just wanted to check with you about.
I just wanted to check with you about. That also sounds very polite.
Yes, the words I just wanted to make it sound gentle, not urgent, not demanding. You're being respectful of your boss's time. Say it again. I just wanted to check with you about. Perfect. And one more. Would you have a moment to?
Would you have a moment to? Oh, I really like this one. It's asking permission first, right? Like, are you free?
Exactly. You're showing that you respect your boss's time. You're not just walking in and demanding attention. Would you have a moment to is very professional. Say it one more time.
Would you have a moment to?
Wonderful. So we have three phrases for asking a question. Could I get your thoughts on? I just wanted to check with you about, and would you have a moment to?
I'm going to write those down.
Great. Now, disagreeing with your boss. This is a tricky one, right, Maya?
Oh, yes, very tricky. I never know how to do it. I usually just agree with everything and then feel frustrated later.
A lot of people do that. But actually, disagreeing respectfully is a skill, and your boss will respect you for it more if you do it the right way. The key is agree a little bit first, then share your own idea, okay? Okay, so I don't just say, no, I disagree. Right, that's too direct. Instead, try this. I see your point, but I think.
I see your point, but I think. So first I say, okay, I understand you, and then I add my idea.
Exactly. You're not saying your boss is wrong. You're saying, I hear you, and here's another way to look at it. Say it again.
I see your point, but I think.
Good. Now, this.
This one. That's a good idea. Could we also consider. That is a good idea. Could we also consider. Oh, this one is very clever. You start by saying it is a good idea.
Yes, you are being positive first. Then you open the door for another option. It never sounds like an argument. Repeat it.
That is a good idea. Could we also consider.
Beautiful. And one more. I understand, though I was wondering if.
I understand, though I was wondering if. I love the word wondering. It sounds very soft.
Exactly. I was wondering if makes it sound like a question, not a challenge. You're being curious, not confrontational. Try it again.
I understand, though I was wondering if.
Perfect. So, our three phrases for disagreeing politely are I see your point, but I think that is a good idea. Could we also consider, and I understand, though I was wondering if. These are so useful. I wish I had known these before. Okay, next topic, asking for a day off or requesting leave. Maya, how do you usually do this?
Honestly, I usually just say I need to be off on Friday, and then I worry all day that it sounded rude.
It is not rude, but you are right that it sounds quite direct. There's a simple way to make it sound more professional. Try this phrase. Would it be possible to take leave on?
Would it be possible to take leave on? That sounds so much better. It's asking, not demanding.
Exactly. The structure, would it be possible to, is a very polite English. It shows you understand it's not automatic. You're asking for permission and you respect the team's schedule. Say it again.
Would it be possible to take leave on?
Great. The next one is a little longer. I was hoping to request a day off on, if that works for the team.
I was hoping to request a day off on if that works for the team. The ending is very nice. It shows I'm thinking about my colleagues.
Yes, that little addition, if that works for the team, shows you're a team player. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. One more time.
I was hoping to request a day off on if that works for the team.
And the third phrase, this one's good for when you know in advance. I wanted to let you know in advance that.
I wanted to let you know in advance that, so this shows I'm being responsible. I'm not asking at the last minute.
Exactly. Bosses appreciate this very much. It shows planning. Say it once more.
I wanted to let you know in advance that.
Perfect. Three phrases for leave. Would it be possible to take leave on? I was hoping to request a day off on if that works for the team, and I wanted to let you know in advance that.
I feel like I can actually do this now.
Good. Now, our last phrase set, giving your boss a project update. This is important because when you update your boss confidently, it shows you're in control of your work. Let's start with this. I just wanted to update you on.
I just wanted to update you on. That is so simple. Why did I not know this before?
Because nobody teaches us these things. That's why we're here. Again, I just wanted to is a gentle opener. It's not urgent, it's calm and professional. Say it.
I just wanted to update you on.
The next one is good for showing progress. We are currently on track with, and the next step is.
We are currently on track with, and the next step is. I love this one. It shows that things are going well and that I have a plan.
Exactly. Your boss doesn't want to worry about your project. This phrase gives them confidence. Say it again.
We are currently on track with, and the next step is.
And the last phrase, this one's for when there's a small problem. You're being honest and showing you're handling it. I wanted to flag that, and here's how I'm handling it.
I wanted to flag that, and here is how I'm handling it. So I'm not just bringing bad news, I'm also bringing the solution. Exactly right. That is what makes a professional. You identify
A problem and you own the solution. Bosses love this. One more time.
I wanted to flag that, and here is how I'm handling it.
Brilliant. 4 phrase sets done. Now let's try them in real life with a role play.
Oh, I love role plays. Okay, let's do it.
Perfect. In this role play, I'm your boss. You're coming to me because you have a new report format and you're not sure how to do it. Are you ready?
I am ready. Okay. Deep breath.
Good morning, Maya.
Good morning. Would you have a moment to talk? I just wanted to check with you about the new report format. I haven't used it before, and I want to make sure I do it correctly.
Of course.
What do you need? Could I get your thoughts on how to structure the first section? I want to follow the right approach.
Absolutely. Come and sit down. Let's go through it together.
Thank you so much.
And scene. Maya, that was really good.
Really? It felt a little slow, but okay.
No, slow is perfect for English learners. It shows you're thinking clearly. You used 3 phrases beautifully. Would you have a moment to? I just wanted to check with you about, and could I get your thoughts on? You were polite, you were clear, and you gave a reason for your question. That's excellent.
Thank you. One small thing. I wasn't sure if I should say, I haven't used it before.
Does that sound bad? Great question. No, it does not sound bad at all. Being honest that something is new to you shows self-awareness. It's actually professional to admit you want to learn the right way. You combined it with a positive intention. I want to make sure I do it correctly. That's very strong.
Oh, good. Okay, I feel better now.
Ready for the second role play? This time, you need to do two things in one conversation. Ask me for a day off and give me a quick update on a project.
Two things at once. Okay, I can do this.
I'm your boss again. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Do you have a moment? I just wanted to update you on the Henderson project. We are currently on track with the research phase, and the next step is preparing the summary document by Friday.
Good to hear. Thank you for letting me know.
Also, I wanted to let you know in advance that I would like to request a day off. Would it be possible to take leave on the 14th? I'll make sure everything is ready before I go.
That should be fine. I appreciate you giving me notice.
Thank you so much. I'll send you the details in an email.
And end scene. Maya, that was wonderful.
It felt so much more natural this time. I think having the phrases ready really helps. My brain didn't panic.
That's exactly it. When you know the phrases, you don't spend energy searching for words. You can focus on what you want to say, not how to say it.
I also liked how doing the update first felt natural, and then asking for the day off. It didn't feel strange to put two things together.
Yes, great instinct. In real office conversations, it's very normal to combine a few small topics. You handled it perfectly. Okay, let's do a quick recap of all the phrases we learned today. I'll say each one, and Maya, you tell me when you'd use it. Ready? Ready. Could I get your thoughts on?
When I want to ask my boss for their opinion or advice on something.
Perfect. I just wanted to check with you about.
When I have a question and I want to sound polite and not too urgent.
Exactly. Would you have a moment to?
When I want to speak to my boss, but I want to respect their time first.
Brilliant. I see your point, but I think.
When I disagree with my boss, but I start by showing I understand them.
Yes, that is a good idea. Could we also consider.
When I want to suggest another option without sounding negative.
Perfect. I understand, though I was wondering if.
When I want to question something gently, not as a challenge, just as a thought.
Great. Would it be possible to take leave on.
When I need to ask for a day off and I want to sound professional about it.
I was hoping to request a day off on if that works for the team.
Same, but this one also shows I'm thinking about my colleagues.
I wanted to let you know in advance that.
When I want to give my boss early notice about something, like a day off or a change in plans.
And the last two, I just wanted to update you on.
When I want to give a progress update and I want to sound calm and organized.
And I wanted to flag that, and here's how I'm handling it.
When there's a small problem, but I already have a solution. I'm not just bringing bad news.
You got every single one. I am so impressed.
I feel genuinely more confident now. Like, I think I can actually have these conversations. That's the goal, Maya. Confidence comes from preparation. The more you practice these phrases, the more natural they'll feel. Listeners, your homework this week is to choose just one phrase and use it at work. Even once. That's enough to start. Thank you so much, Priya. I feel so much better about going to work on Monday now. That makes me so happy to hear, and thank you to everyone who listened today. Thank you for listening to English Couch.